This week we are learning I Won't Back Down by Tom Petty. I would probably go to say that this is the perfect song to practice power chords when you're first starting to learn them. It's also going to introduce a technique called palm muting into it, but the power chords have some interesting rhythmic elements to it that we'll go into in the lesson. If you like this lesson, don't forget to click the like button, click the subscribe and the bell. That way you'll be notified each week when I upload a guitar lesson. So it starts off with this intro that is also played all the way through the verse with a slight change, but it starts off on the 7th fret of your A and then the 9th fret on the D with your little finger or your third finger. This creates a power chord, and what we want to do with our right hand is we want to rest our palm on a bridge of our guitar, and then what you get there, you have what's called a palm mute. Okay, so just rest it on the bridge. Don't come too far over, otherwise it deadens the string. So just rest it on the bridge and you'll get a nice palm mute. But what we want to do is we want to play this 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to move that down 2 frets. So we're now on the 5th fret of our A and the 7th fret on our D. And we're going to play the chord 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to move our shape up to the 3rd fret low E and the 5th fret on our A, which is our G power chord, and we're going to be playing this 9 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So altogether our chords, the first one we're playing it 4 times, second chord 3 times, and the last chord 9 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This may feel a little bit weird for you, these numbers, so like 4 and 3 and 9 times. A little bit odd because we're kind of jumping around the beat, but just practice it individually, get it memorized, and then it will all fall into place and it will feel much more natural. So in the intro it does that twice, then he's going to start singing. And when he starts singing, we then do it 2 more times. So in total, you do it 4 times from the start, and then it changes slightly. This is where I'm going to show you the variation. So the variation sounds like this. Okay, so it keeps a very similar rhythm, but our chord progression changes. So we've just played our main chord progression 4 times. We go back to the 7th fret A and 9th fret D power chord, which is the E power chord. We play this 4 times like we normally would. We move down to the 5th fret A, 7th fret D, play it 3 times like we normally would. But then, rather than move up to the 3rd fret on the top string, we're actually going to go to the 3rd fret on the A string, and then place our little finger onto the 5th fret on the D. And again, we're going to be playing this 9 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So altogether, this chord progression on the first chord is 4 times. Then on the second chord, 3 times. Then on the last chord, 9 times. The amount of times that we play the chord is really exactly the same as our main riff, but the progression just changes slightly. After that, it will then go back to our main riff. So I'm going to play one lot of our main riff, one lot of our variation, and then back into the main riff so you can hear how it all links together. And then it's eventually going to take you into the chorus, okay? So you'd essentially play what I just played then. You'd go back to start it all again. You'd play this last chord actually 4 times. This is the one we play 9 times on the 3rd fret low E and the 5th fret of the A. But actually this time we're only going to play it 4 times. Okay, so it ends up being, in this last time for the chorus, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the key part you're listening out for here is the lyrics of I Won't Back. Because what we do is we do a chord change, or several chord changes, following this melody. So it would be like this. I won't back. Okay, and one more time. I won't back. So what this is we're already on that 3rd fret on the low E and 5th fret on the A. We've just played it 4 times palm muted. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll hear the lyric, I won't back. And what you do is you play this chord without the palm mute. And then you drop that chord down a string, and then you pull it back up again. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, I won't back. So if we just play it from the start of this chorus, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, I won't back. Then it leads us into, I guess, what you call the proper chorus as such. So after that, we're going to be on the 3rd fret of the low E and 5th fret A, so we've just played that, that's on the word back. And then when he sings the lyric of down, we're actually going to drop down, ironically, onto the 3rd fret of the A and 5th fret on the D, and we're going to go 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. If we go from the I won't back down part, it will go I won't back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to go up, play it once. Then we're going to move to the 5th fret A and 7th fret D. Going to keep the similar rhythm, so 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and one more time. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. And again from the I won't back down part, so I won't back, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Move back to the 3rd fret low E and 5th fret A, play it once. Go back down to the 3rd fret A power chord, go back into that rhythm, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Back up for 1. Back down to the 5th fret A and 7th fret D, same rhythm again. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So as you might have noticed, it's really just cycling around these chords, backwards and forwards. We start on the 3rd fret of the A and the 5th fret D after the I won't that bound bit, so I won't back, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we got up to there. We go back to the 3rd fret low E, play that chord again. Down to the 3rd fret A chord. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. You guessed it, back up again for 1. Then we get to the 5th fret and the 7th fret D, but rather than keep with our rhythm of 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, we're actually just going to play it 9 times completely straight. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that transitions you out of the chorus. So if you think of this little loop that we're doing with these chords as a section, we essentially do that twice. On the 3rd time, we go to play it again, but when we get to that 5th fret A and 7th fret D, that's when we turn it into playing 9 times. So I'm going to play you the whole of the chorus from the 7th fret A and 9th fret D so you can hear this in action. So as soon as we get to the I won't back down part, we actually stop palm muting and the chords going forward are going to be unpalm muted, so they're going to be open. Once you get to the 5th fret A and the 7th fret D where we play it 9 times, again it's still open, but then it resets back to our main riff, which is palm muted. So those are the different sections to I Won't Back Down by Tom Petty. Hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you did, click the like button, click the subscribe and the bell, that way you'll be notified each week when I upload a guitar lesson.